So we are live now.
Yeah.
A very warm good morning to all. I, Dr. Rima Kuwar, Assistant Professor, Sir Dr. M.S. Gosavi, College of Pharmaceutical Education and Research, Nasik, welcome you all to session 2 of one-day national level webinar entitled Synergy in Pharmacy, Academia, Industry, Regulation and Innovation. I feel honored to introduce our session 2 speaker, Mr. Vinit Chaudhari, Head Consultant, Regulatory Affairs, Drugsrus, Dawa Limited, UK. Sir has completed his educational qualification from MIT Pune and NMIMS Mumbai. Sir is having more than 10 years of experience in global regulatory affairs. His area of expertise and research interests are global regulatory affairs, regulatory strategy and compliance, clinical trial applications, marketing authorization applications, product registration renewal and variations, CTD, ACTD, and ECTD dossier preparation, regulatory intelligence, CMC documentation, product life cycle management, quality systems and regulatory governance, regulatory project management, biologics and biosimilars, global health authority submissions, process improvement, and Lean Sigma. Uh, our eminent speaker is regulatory expertise who led regulatory strategies for global pharmaceutical products. He managed submissions across Europe, Canada, emerging markets, and raw countries. He has extensive experience in clinical trial applications, marketing authorization applications, product renewals, regulatory variations, regulatory intelligence. He has experience in authoring modules M1, M2, M3 for CTD dossiers. His expertise in regulatory documentation for biologics and small molecules. Sir has received several awards, which include Best Team Performance Award, GenPact, Bronze Award for Quality Deliverables, GenPact, Ovation Award, IQVIA, Spotlight Award, IQVIA, Bronze Award, IQVIA. Sir has certified Lean Six Sigma Black Belt professional. Now I request our eminent speaker, Mr. Vinit Chaudhary, to kindly deliver his expertise talk on topic artificial intelligence and digital transformation in regulatory affairs.
Thank you, ma'am, for your brief introduction regarding me. So, good morning, good afternoon to all of you. First, Madam has given a detailed introduction about me. So, I will just add on small things on this. Uh, Currently, I'm working in Drugsrus Limited. It's UK-based organization and currently based in Mumbai office. Currently, we are working for Europe market and including the rest of the world regarding regulatory affairs. So when I received the invitation for this seminar, so I thought what topic we should get for students also, for faculty members also, and for every speakers, because currently everybody is hearing about AI, right? What is AI? You might have creating a lot of pictures, videos with respect to why with the help of this artificial intelligence applications. There are several applications available currently. For example, ChatGPT is there, Cloud is there. But okay, we are already using this tool for our daily lifestyle. So, but we should understand the some positive applications in our career. We can say career, study, etc., and how to use it. So basically, as I am currently working in regulatory affair department, so I selected this title as a regulatory affair, but you will get the brief idea regarding your routine activities. You can say that your practical designing as academic point of view, your journal designing, or your thesis writing, or your literature search. How means I will focus all activities here because see, although I am working in industry, but the base is academic, right? So whenever we want to develop any product, any tablet, any capsule, we have to go back and see what is happening in what we did in academics, how to search the literature, how to cite the literature. That is very important in industry perspective. So we cannot say that both the verticals are totally different, industry and academic, but it is continually correlated to each other. If you don't know academic, then you cannot work in industry. This is the simple way. That's why I selected this topic. So we will discuss uh, regarding this. So there are these are some agenda of what we can discuss. That what is AI fundamental, artificial intelligence, what is their fundamentals. Then next is the automation technologies. Which technologies are there? Regulatory applications. Which regulatory applications you can take the help of AI? Then global regulations. You know that in the world there are more than, I can say, more than 80 or 90 countries which are having the regulatory agencies set up in their country. So it's not easy to track them manually. So we will discuss how we can take the help of AI currently. Then case studies. We will see some case studies, how this AI tool is helping us in our daily work. And then future trends, and we will have the question and answer at the end. So learning objective, what is the learning objective for you as a listener here? Is you should understand the AI concept relevant to regulatory affairs, identify automation opportunities. Means it's not related to regulatory affairs. Second point is for common for everyone, for every person who is working in academic, who is student, who is working in industry, every person. Third is the explore AI powered regulatory tools. So I will explain you currently which AI powered regulatory tools are available and which we are working. So I will just give you some brief how to do that. There are free versions available. You can try by yourself in your laptop, personal laptops, how to do that. Then understand governance and validation requirement. So this last topic is very important. Okay, we are using AI tool to author some document, but what is their validation? It's currently it's not like it's like 100% validated. Means it's if you given if you are giving any comment that please schedule the innovative practical for this topic, so you will get everything in very well manner, but it's currently their validation is requirement. So small validation is required for that. So I will explain you how this can be done. So okay, so basic thing. What is the artificial intelligence? This is the generic term, artificial intelligence. So machine learning. Because whenever artificial intelligence term comes, so it is machine driven. It is not a human driven. First thing you have to remember. It is completely machine driven. It is not a human driven. Nobody is working at backend for your question. If you write any question to AI, there is nobody person, but it's completely machine learning. So it is link machines. So you have to take that machine will identify your question, and then they will provide you the answer. Deep learning. Deep learning. What do you mean by deep learning? That if you just say what is the definition of tablet, then the response you will surprise with the response of AI tool that will not only answer your question. Okay, tablet is solid oral dosage form which is intended to take orally, not this, but they will provide you additional deep learning. So why, how tablets term invented, who invented? So this is the deep learning for AI. This is a very good thing. Then natural language processing. So whatever you are providing him the comment in that language, he can answer you. If you don't understand English, you can if you say that provide me the response in Marathi, he will provide in Marathi, he will provide in Hindi. So this is one thing. Why this is why this specifically this natural language processing, this is very important tool, because language is not a barrier for your knowledge, right? If you think that I don't know English, you cannot say that you don't have knowledge. The knowledge is not limited for language. You can express your knowledge in any language. If you take example, the countries which is now the top at the technology, Japan, China, you can say, we are having our customers in there, but literally you say they say completely say that they will not understand the they will not understand in English. So we have to translate it into their local language. So that is something, that's why AI implemented this tool. Generative AI and predictive analytics means this is last point is one, you can say it is one of the drawbacks, like predictive analytics. What do you mean by predictive? So whatever question you are giving, this is prediction. It's not a some points of that question answer, the answer which will come from AI, this answer will be predictions. Okay, if you are not, if you are performing the resolution, okay, this 12 tablets you are given 6 tablets, then it's not passing, then you will okay, then why the reason? Okay, this might be the reason. You have used the less disintegrant, or you have your compression force is high. So this is prediction, right? So it's not a solution that this will happen. You have to do the exercise to validate this prediction. That's why it is said that predictive analytics. So why now, this is very department specific slide. Why AI in regulatory affairs? So I think you might have the regulatory affairs subject in your regular curriculum of BPharm also, and there are several MPharm subjects are there. I think many of the institutes have introduced this MPharm regulatory affairs department. So regulatory affairs, this department who is most work is searching agencies guidelines and following those guidelines and writing the document, writing the agency document. So if you know that you are writing the journals and your professors are reviewing your journals and they are giving you the comment, right? Okay, then they will provide you, okay, you have done this wrongly, you will correct it, and you will again do the rework. But in case of regulatory affairs, if you did these mistakes, then government of health of any agency, like in US it's US FDA, in UK it's MHRA, like this, they will notice your errors, and approximately your company's reputation will go down if you are doing a lot of mistakes in your dossier. So that's why this AI is helping us to write the precise documents. Although we are reviewing those, so large volume of documents, because regulatory affair is the regulatory person is the person who should be aware about analytical department, who should be aware about formulation development, who should be aware about production, because every cross-functional team will provide you with a lot of bunch of documents. And from those bunch of documents, you have to write your dossier to submit, right? That's why it's the bulk work for regulatory. And that's why this AI has been successfully introduced in regulatory affairs department currently. It's there are some limitation to introduce this in your production manufacturing side, because it's completely human driven process. But here we can do some computerized AI work here. So that's why it is frequent regulatory updates, global submissions. Every country has having different language, different submission. That's why global submissions need for faster approvals. I said initially that if you are doing mistake, you will get the queries. So to avoid this back and forth, lot of back and forth with agencies, you have to implement AI, and with the help of AI, we can get the faster approval. The reduction of manual efforts and errors, as I already explained this point to you. Then now coming to drug development life cycle. Sorry. So complete regulatory department is working in different vehicles, right? From discovery to post-marketing surveillance. So first you will discover the molecule. Once you discover molecule, you will do the preclinical studies, then you will do the clinical studies, then submissions, approvals, and post-marketing surveillance. This should be available in your regular syllabus of B pharmacy or M pharmacy. So every step is having the significance of AI nowadays. Manual work without manual work. So if you type any single statement to what are the different steps of drug development with detailed explanation, you will get protocol ready with the help of AI without writing. So this is the some global opportunities. Then regulatory affair functions. So you know that what is the regulatory affair function? Regulatory strategy. First, your company management will provide you. Okay, see, we have to do this product, anti-diabetic product in XYZ country. Then now you as a regulatory person, you have to do the regulatory strategy. Then then next, once strategy is ready, how you are going to file, then submission preparation, agency communications, labeling, life cycle management, and compliance. So these are 6 steps of regulatory functions. And now the question is how AI will help, artificial intelligence automation will help in this all the cycles. So for example, agency communication. Okay, I'm working on agency communication. Agency or regulatory body will provide you the specific question regarding your submission. So you don't have so much time. Sometimes we are getting the queries to submit the response within 2 days. So whether it is Saturday, Sunday, no worries, but 2 days. So we have to follow the agency. So in this case, if we provide the command to AI, this is our query. So we will get the response ready. You will not imagine, you will get a complete A to Z response ready. Only our work is to validate that response. We will discuss this in our next slides. What I will do, okay, this is written by AI, but what is the readings? What are although they have picked the correct one with respect to our submission, that only I will validate, just you can say just 10 minutes. So if I start writing the response to agency, it will take almost 1 to 2 hours to me, or almost 1 or 2 days. But if you provide the correct input, then it's just a work of 10 minutes. This is the one example, right? So this will follow in every steps of regulatory department. So now we are saying automation and AI. Both are the different terms. So what are difference between automations versus AI? So automation is rule-based repetitive task. What do you mean by rule-based repetitive task? So rule-based means automation is the rule-based, and AI means learn from data and support decision making. So automation means what? Okay, if automation is, for example, if plant, I can give you example of manufacturing facility automation. So there are, for example, one carton contain 4 blisters, right? So there are two different organizations. One organization, they are sitting, they are using manpower. So they will 4 or 5 people will sit on packaging line, and they will manually insert that 4 blisters into carton with leaflet. This you can say manual. But there are different machineries, automation. So those machines will automatically pick four blister and automatically pick into your blister. So this is automation. But this is not an AI, right? If you provide the AI, oh please or do automation of my packaging process, are you getting this? You will get this? No. They will provide you how to do that, right? They will provide you the solution how you can introduce automatic machine in your manufacturing facility. So that's why it's learn from data and support decision making. So this is AI tool. And RPO for workflows is the AI for conjunctive tasks. So these three are different: automation and AI. So you cannot do automation with the help of AI, but you can take the data and decision making concepts from AI to automate your machines or automate your process. This is major difference between these two. So what are current main points? What are the current main points where we are spending a lot of times manually? First is manual dossier preparation. You might be aware about dossier section. There are a lot of dossier section: drug substance, drug product, everything. So if you think, what do you think? How much time you will get to write one dossier? So if I want to submit any dossier, so almost 4 months, 4 to 5 months are required to write the dossier, complete dossier, model 1 to model 5 of dossier, right? And even if it is biologics, biotechnological product, vaccines, so you can say that you will take almost 1 year or more than 1 year to complete your dossier, right? So this is one point. Next, duplicate data entry. So you have to do duplicate work here, there. So this is data efficiency. You can say process improvement. Document review. For example, I am having any document review. I am in case of you have to review your journal. You have to review your literature. You have to review your publications, draft publications. So these are the tools you can completely use to review your things. Label comparison. For example, I am marketing my product in Dubai, UAE. So I have to compare the label which the agency is expecting and which we are submitting. So label comparison. In US, you can say that you have to follow complete word-to-word comparison with innovator product and generic product. So in that case, this is helping you. This is also one of the time consuming. Then submission tracking. So how you can do the tracking tool automatically in AI. So AI can track your submission. This is some current points which we are using the AI. Then what are the different AI applications? So if you do search, if you search Google one, there are different AI applications. One is regulatory intelligence. What is regulatory intelligence? I will explain you. Medical writing. This is one of the tasks. Document classification, submission planning, and labeling management. We will search this one by one in our later slide. Regulatory intelligence is all the guidelines in one place, not a different. Because you say in India, CDSCO is there. In US, USFDA is there. UK MHR is there. So there are several regulatory bodies. And if I want to maintain regulatory requirements of every country, then you can imagine how much bulky Excel sheet will be there, right? So there is one AI tool, regulatory intelligence, that will track everything in your tool. So no manual work is required and no validation is required in this case, right? Medical writing. What is medical writing? Clinical trial phase 1, 2, 3. So all the clinical trials, if you imagine for clinical trials and bioequivalence study of generics, the reports will come in, you can say, almost, I can say 90,000 pages or 1 lakh plus pages report. And from that report, you have to pull the data and you have to write in regulatory template. So you can imagine what is the time consuming here. So this AI, if you provide that raw data to AI and ask him to write the document, he will completely write. Now your job is to just review that. That's it. Document classification, then submission planning. I said that's a planning tool is there. You can plan your submission. Then labeling management. How to manage the labels, means carton, blister label, and package leaflet. So all these things can be tracked by this one. Then AI in regulatory intelligence. We will see one by one. See, I already explained you this one. Monitor FDA, EMA, MHRA, CDSCO updates. Automated alerts means if US FDA updated anything, then you will trigger that, you will receive the email from US FDA. Oh, from this date, this guideline has been updated. So this is one thing. Then automated alerts, impact assessment, and faster decision making. I already explained this decision making concept to you. You will get everything in AI so that you can decide quickly how to move forward, right? So literature review. This is, I think, this is very important with respect to you, audience, specifically faculty members also and students also. So how you can use the literature review? Semantic search, evidence summarization, trend detection, and reduce review time. So, for example, you are working on any research work in your institute. I can say example, oral special film you are working, and you are not aware about this dosage form, how you can develop, which excipient you can use, and how, whether you need any clinical studies or what parameter you will study, how dissolution will be performed for films. So this, if you provide your objective to AI, then they will search you, they will provide you the, I can say, hundreds of literatures regarding this topic. But out of 100, which literatures you have to select? This is very important, right? So you will, if you provide next command, right? I need this specific this. I need literature for specific this. Then they will divide all literature with respect to your points, and you will get all literature review. So if you get the literature and if you are having access, you will download from your access. But what you are saving here? What is the conclusion here? So that literature will be very specific for your research, and you have to reduce your time to read the literature in details. The AI will read your literature and they will provide you the input what to do. So ideally, if you think that this is not a means, if you want to gain the knowledge, you have to read the literature from A to Z complete. But in case where the project is on fast track, then you can use this tool, and this is very helpful. And the main plus point of this literature review with AI tool is whatever you will not going to read in your literature, the summary of literature, that missing text will come at the end. Okay, this is the summary of your literature. So you can judge. Most experienced person can completely judge from that paragraph that, oh, this is the what in literature. So it's not write. It's not required to read each word of literature, right? So this is one of the benefit. Medical writing, I already explained you SOP drafting, then benefit risk summaries, draft clinical summaries. I explain you what is the summaries. There are bulk documents, from that you have to write the summaries. So now coming to ECDD point, there are countries where electronic CTD submission is required. So I'm not aware whether this is in your syllabus or not, but this is a regulatory practice in industry. Publishing, you cannot submit document as it is to agency. There are several checks, PDF properties, you can say publishing properties, you have to do that, everything. So this will help. AI is also helping us in ECD submission. What error? For example, if there is some error in ECD validation report, I think you might have doing these checks during your literature publication in good impact factor journal, because they are having this requirement that your PDF should be like this, your images should be like this. So now you can provide that document to AI and you can get it done simply. So in our case, if we are submitting anywhere submission to agency, so they are providing us the comment, ECDD comment. Oh, you are not complying this clause with respect to electronic documentation. So we will just provide that comment to AI and they will provide us a solution. Natural language processing. I explain you this one. Translations, entity extraction, duplicate detections. In your language, it is. I can say there is one tool which your MPharm thesis or PhD thesis you might have done this one. What it says, parallelism something well, right? So duplicate detections. Whether you are copying anything else from another journals or another, you are debating the copyrights, everything. So this type of you can do now with the help of AI, right? Automation technologies. So OCR run, it's complete term of OCR run. You might have doing if you want to copy something from another file. So OCR, RPA, workflow automation, electronic signatures. So this can be done with the help of AI. If it is 1,000 pages document, and you are doing providing the comment to PDF, Adobe PDF to do OCR run. So it will take almost for 1,000 pages document, it will take almost 10 to 15 minutes. But in AI tool, it will get it done in 3 to 4 minutes. So you can compare both the things. Industry perspective, this time saving is very important. So what are AI platform? This is the Viva Volt. This is the IQVIA. IQVIA is the organization where I worked previously. Now they have introduced their AI tool. Everybody might be aware about IQVIA. Previously, formerly it was known as the Quintiles. Then Quintiles is the one of the largest CRO in world, and they combine with the IMS Health, and now both the companies mergers happen, and that is the IQVIA. So I was fortunate to work here for last 5 years. I was there. So a lot of automation technology techniques and AI techniques I learned there also. So they have introduced their own applications now, but it is, although it's chargeable, but it's there. Viva Volt. Viva Volt one is the, you can say, RIM, Regulatory Information Management System. So this is also one of the efficient tools for time saving. Then Aris Global, Microsoft Copilot, and Master Control. So I think Microsoft Copilot, you might be aware about this, right? Microsoft Copilot. So these are also tools which we are using in our routine regulatory work. Generative AI use cases. So there are a lot of use cases. You can say that draft regulatory documents, I already explained you. Summarize guideline, generate meeting. This is new things. Generate meeting minutes. Now our session is going on, right? If you want to draft this session in written manner, uh, then you can just provide the command to AI with this recording that, okay, please draft the minutes of this meeting. You will get ready. So previously, what we used to do, that we used to take the diary and notes and then write down the points, and then we have to write those points in descriptive manner. Right now, this is the benefit of AI. So this is completely manual work has been reduced in every segments. So draft responses, I already explained you. Create submission checklist, I already explained you. So now case study. So we will see what is the case study. Submission publishing. So what is submission publishing? First, I will explain you what this department do in industry. So as a technical expert, I will prepare model 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I will hand over these complete modules to submission publishing team. I as explain you, the publishing team is doing the ECDD. Electronic CDD is one of the requirement of US FDA, Europe, everybody, every countries. So what they will do, they will perform this ECDD related activity and they will submit our application to respect to health authority portal. So before to automation, or you can say AI, before it took 3 weeks. The defined timeline of the publishing was the 3 weeks. What is now? You can say in my slide. What is now? It's 5 days. So 3 weeks means you can say if you calculate the working days, Monday to Friday, 5 into 3, 15 days, and now 5 days. So how many? More than 56, almost 60 to 70% time has been reduced for them also. Right? Apart from this, fewer submission, fewer publishing errors. There are no more errors will come because already your publishing is already driven by machines. So errors are very less because those machines which you are using, those applications which you are using, those applications are already validated. So whatever IT companies, whichever IT company has been which develop those tools, they are already validated that tools, and we are from industry are paying them a lot of money to get this application. So the value of money is that validation. Otherwise, if they are providing you the incorrect details, incorrect errors, then there's no money to invest. So that's why we are investing a lot of money in this automation and AI. And this is the value for money because they are providing us the validated tools. They are having different validation criteria for each software each tool. So you can expect 99.99% correct comments from them. And improved compliance, right? So compliance has been improved for this. So another case study I would like to present against you the global level comparison. So if you think about global, if you take the example of India, there are how many states? There are a lot of states. Every state is following their native language. And if I want to market my product in every state, and if every state demand us to provide your carton label and package leaflet in their language, so you can imagine how hectic work is this. So same case in regulatory affairs department, we are dealing with a lot of countries, and if you think that we have to provide labels in comparison in different language, we used to provide that manually, but now we can take the help of tools, AI generated tools. So it's very easy to convert the text from English to Arabic, Arabic to English, and compare the text from English to Arabic. For SNPC, what is SNPC? SNPC is the summary of product characteristics. What is CCDS? It is company core data sheet. What is USPI? That is United States package insert. So these are all labeling related documents. So this is the reduced manual review efforts, right? So that I already explained. Then what is benefit of your AI and automation? Faster submission, improve quality, cost reduction. Cost reduction, you can say the manpower cut. So this is not good for you. But whenever if 10 people are working for labeling comparison, now 2 people are working. So this is not good for employment, but okay. Everybody is expanding their IT related portfolio, the cost reduction, better compliance and higher productivity. Risk and challenges. Okay. So we have discussed a lot of benefits now, but what about risk? Every system is having risk. Every system is having their drawbacks. So what is drawbacks? Hallucination, data privacy. You are, for example, I am inventing new molecule. I am using AI tool, and if there are a lot of hackers, right? If they hack the AI tool, obviously there are a lot of precautions which are already taken by the companies, IT company. No worries. But in case data privacy means if they use our data and they provided our data to another company, then data leak. That's data privacy. we will lose our intellectual documents. This is one of the challenges. Then validation requirement. Yes, if any response we are getting from our AI tool, we have to validate that things for not for every words, but for some important points, readings. Then bias, yes, and change management. So these are some challenges, risks for AI tools. AI governance is human oversight, audit trails, SOP updates, performance monitoring, and training and accountability. Everything is the governed by AI currently. Global regulatory perspective. Now, now you will not imagine if you are submitting any dossier to agencies like FDA, EMA, MHRA, ICS, they will just take our dossier and they will just insert into AI, and they will come to know how manipulate things, how data integrity, or how we have generated fake data. They can imagine with the help of AI. Nowadays they are doing. Okay, if for example I have provided dossier to them and they are using the AI tool to review. So for example, they triggered one red alert in the product development report. Oh, they have not performed resolution. They have just added readings. So what they will do, they will go to that document and they will do manually thorough review of the document, right? Then if you are doing this thing, then you are going to capture. And these are also things which are important in your daily literature publishing also, because nowadays with the help of AI, your small manipulation can be triggered. So be aware about these things. That's what I said, data integrity. Computer systems validation is one, is also that risk assessment. There are a lot of computer systems which we are using. We can say for we are using ECDD softwares. Plant is manufacturing facility is using lot of softwares for CO generation. SAP, you can say SAP for management. Lot of things. So these lot of things can be validated by AI also. Future skills for regulatory professional: AI literacy, data analytics, prompt engineering, digital compliance, and critical review skills. So these are the these are the skills which we can take the help, which we can develop in ourselves with respect to regulatory department or regulatory professional. Future trends. So what are future trends? Is autonomous regulatory assistance, predictive approvals, intelligent submission, real-time regulatory intelligence, and agentic AI. So these terms are self-explanatory for you also. Implementation roadmap. So identify use cases. If I want to implement AI tool in my organization, so what are the roadmap? So first I will identify where my use, what are my tools, or what are my concerns which I am going to use. I will list down. So I need to check the tools which tools are providing this information. Then I will select the tool. I will validate the tool. Then I will upload and I will train the users in my company. I will train the users and then I will scale across the organization. This is the some, you can say, steps to implement AI tool in your organization. Key takeaways from all this seminar is for you is AI augments regulatory professional. Human oversight is essential. What do you mean by this? Human oversight is essential. Oversight means if you are getting any response from AI, so you have to do some quick review for that. Automation improves the speed and quality. This is very important. Automation improves your speed and improve your quality. So governance and validation are critical one. What this last means say that okay, everything is user friendly. AI is friendly for us. Whether it's you are writing your journal, whether you are writing your literatures, whether we are writing our dossier. Okay, but what is the critical point in the using of these tools? So we have already explained that governance and validation are very, very critical. If you are completely relying on AI, then you might be in trouble. This is the situation, because it will not be 100% correct. I cannot say they are providing incorrect one. They are providing correct documentation as per their view. But what is our view as a scientist? What is our view as an academic person? Our view is different than machine views. That's why human brain, I can say that the human brain is the one of the important AI tool. It cannot, you cannot compare our brain with any machines. But these machines are helping us to do the things and to save the times in daily exposure. So that's why we have to do the review for that. So thank you. Now, if you have any questions, we can have interaction session regarding this topic or outside of this topic. I am okay to answer your question.
We have questions here, sir.
Yeah.
First question is how to explore AI tool.
Hmm. Okay. I can I can guide you regarding this tool with respect to your role also. So see, for example, you are designing the any practical, generic practical. You can say that from our end or from my, I have completed my bachelor of pharmacy in 2011, and before to that also we are just doing the same practicals. You will develop, you will produce the tablet. In pharmaceutics, I can take example. You are just design the tablet, you are provide the tablet, do the dissolution, friability, etc., etc. Right? So now, if you want to design some innovative practical apart from this tablet, so you can use the free AI tool which is already available in market. Google is providing their AI tool. You can say, I can suggest you can download the chat GPT. He is also free version is available for that. So free version will help you. No worries. So in this case, for example, you are doing with tablet capsule, oral solution, suspension, everything. But what about other things which are available in industry, but you are lagging in your academics? So you can provide the tool. You can provide a comment tool. So I want to design the practicals with respect to current industry products. So you will get the response. Okay, yeah, you can design the this XYZ. You will almost, I can suggest you, you will get the response from AI regarding 10 to 15 different dosage forms, which means which were new for you, or which will be new for you. For example, I can say that films, orodispersible films. I'm not aware of whether you are doing any work on this orodispersible films. So you can take this in your practical, because there are some machineries also. I can understand that there are limitation of institute that you will not have that machinery, but you can select from those 15 uh, topic, 15 dosage form. So at least I can say that one or two dosage form will be available with you. Even in tablets, there are different types of tablets, and new tablets are invented in market now. You can explore that one. So means AI, in AI you can, if you simply write simple thing, you will get the complete response for and deep response. So you see the practical is not like that. The students means in the institute, your institute, the practical is not like that. You will get 100% positive results. Okay, you can do the trials. So that can be the practical. So to do the trials, you can take the AI example. You can just do the Google AI tool or Chat GPT AI tool to work that. Okay, we have to develop, please suggest us the new practical for third pharmaceutical students, for example. So you will get innovative technology there. So this is your routine one, right? Uh, any subject you can, I can say that we are having a lot of innovative dosage form now. So in this way, you can use any student. You can ask your students or you can ask your colleagues to do this and provide the report. Because if they are searching anything in AI, at the end, AI will provide them the report, complete report, detailed report, how to do that, what you need to do that, how you can evaluate that, and that report can be reviewed by senior person, and then you can design your practicals. So this is something which you can use in your routine work.
Next, Next question is list of AI tool used in CTD and ECTD.
Yeah. Okay. List of AI tools. Okay. Currently, I explain you IQVIA, right? IQVIA, they are having their own tool. Uh, and ECD means, for example, what I mean to say that ECD is the automation. ECD is not a AI tool. First thing, it is not a AI tool. AI cannot do ECD. First thing, this is automation software. So you need software to do the ECD. Okay, whatever comments are coming in ECD, after the validation of your ECD submission, you will find a lot of comments, errors in your submission. Those errors can be put in AI tool, and then AI tool will you provide you how to suggest and how to update your documents to comply that comment. So this is the help. Even you can if you can send a command in Google AI tool, you will get the answer for this. You can. So the AI, as I said, AI is not automation. There is difference between automation and AI. So AI is helping us to address the comment and understand the comment, right? So AI will provide you suggestion. Okay, for this document, you have to do this one. So now you will go to your ECD software, which whatever you are using, and then you will follow that steps. So you will comply with that comment within couple of minutes. Otherwise, what you will do, you will see the comments, and if comment is new, you will do Google search. You will find out the literature. You will review the literature, and you will do. So this is some AI tool will help you in this case of ECD. This is the way of to take the help of AI tool to ECD. Both are different things.
Question
Hope
is,
this is clear.
can you
Yeah.
suggest some online courses for AI
Mhm.
in V?
AI
I think the
in
question is I think the
yeah
question is incomplete.
yeah
In various mentioned streams. Sir, question is shown here. You
okay
can see. Can you
yes, yes,
suggest
yes.
some online courses?
There are I think, as I remember, there are multiple online courses which are available for this AI tool. But our limitation is that our role is limited for pharmaceutical industry, and our role is very limited for regulatory affair. So those AI tool, you can, if you take any AI, means I am not actually, I will get back to you on this for particular this our role. I know the various courses are available, but those are just related to IT and etc. So as far as our concern is the courses are, I'm not aware about these courses. Means certified courses. You will find on LinkedIn. There are a lot of courses available for AI tool in pharma industries. But if you want me to provide you one correct or a good platform to learn, then I will get back to you. I will send a email to madam, so they will distribute to you internally. I give me 1 or 2 days. I will do some for you.
Next question is, what challenges exist in validating AI systems for regulatory use?
Okay. So see, I will give you the examples. I will give you the live example for this. See, I received, for example, I received one query from agency. The query was that your dissolution limit, based on your train data, means based on the dissolution readings, you have to tight your your dissolution limit of your finished product. Uh, then okay, this is the query, simple query. We are providing the 12 tablets data, right? Six tablet plus, if we are anything out of specific, then we will do dissolution for 6 more tablets. So the average of this, based on the individual tablet reading, regulatory agency is requesting us to tighten the limit. Initially, we provided the 70% dissolution, not more than 30 minutes. But now agency is requesting us to tighten that limit at the 85% dissolution within the 50 minutes. So you can imagine, this is very tight. There are chances to fail our product, but agency is saying based on your development data, you have to tight. So if I put this query in AI, so response come from AI is you can tight the limit based on your dissolution trend, right? Okay, so I thought, okay, so AI is providing, but then when I reviewed their response, see, AI will not provide the just single line that you can tight your. They will provide their analytics at the end. Okay, based on this guideline, based on this guideline, based on this guideline, based on this guideline, right? So basically, I have opened their cross references, which AI use the data. So as per I can tight 85% in 15 minutes. But as per my, if I when I validated that response, and so my conclusion was we cannot tight it 85%, but we can tight up to 80%. Why? Because our one of the tablet was out of the range 85%. Means every tablet is not passing 85%. So how you can tight your dissolution? So reading of one of the tablet was 79% or 80.1%. So I cannot tight 85%. Right? Average is 85%. I agree. But individual tablet reading has to be checked as per agency guideline, right? But this was missed in that response from AI. But they are correct at their end, because when they are referring the guideline, the link which they provided to me is that guideline was the new version was recently available for that guideline, which was not triggered by them. So this is one limitation. So that's why validation of response is required. Okay, now what is our benefit here? If I saw all the guidelines and if I write everything, then it will take 4 to 5 hours to me. But whatever AI is providing me, AI is directing, also providing me the references which they validate. So I will simply go on reference. I will just check the references are correct. Oh, references are correct. Then their output is correct, right? If they pick the different references, then there is the impact on our response. So I will evaluate the response accordingly. This is something regarding the validation. Yeah.
Next question is: are regulatory affairs teams building this AI capability in house, or is it mostly outsourced to specialized consultants or vendors right now?
Yes. It depends on organization.
Question is
It
shown on
depends.
screen, sir. You can also read it.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. 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 It depends. It depends. It's completely depends on organization to organization. See, what I said you, there are free tools, right? Free tools are available. So what do you mean by free tools? So there are limitation of free tools. So if organization want to invest the money, then there are two ways. One is outsource AI, and one is to take the tool, purchase the tool, and hire the persons. Right? These are two tools. So, but currently, I can say that completely depends on budget of every organization, because outsourcing is quite expensive as compared to in-house. So it's management decision. It's up to role. I explain you that it depends on the role, your role in AI. See, as a generic industry, we are doing the generic products. So AI is free version is helping us in our daily routine. But if any industry is inventing the molecules, lot of clinical trials, etc. So in that case, they are generally outsourcing this case, because it depends on the volume of your work, and the quality of your work which you are doing, and the depth of your work. So innovative industry is outsourcing it, and small scale, medium scale industry is doing in house.
Next question is for someone
Yeah.
from a QA background trying to move into a regulatory AI intersection role. What skills or certification would actually matter to a hiring manager versus what's just a resume filler?
Okay. So see, now if I am hiring any regulatory person in my department, so I will not see whether that person has experience of AI tool priorly, or he is having any certification of AI. See, in pharma industry, we are working in pharma industry. We are not working in software industry or IT industry. So, see, for pharma industry, I will not see any certification related to AI, or I will not see any prior experience of AI. Because what is the reason? I will explain the reason for this. Because if you are not technically sound, how you are going to work in AI? First thing, if you don't know what are the tablet defects, if you don't know capic lamination, if you don't know the definitions of those, so how you will provide the command to AI tool? That means you will provide the wrong command tool to AI, and then he will provide the wrong answer, right? So that's why, although if I want to hire any person in my organization, and his role is the AI for AI tool work to in AI tool, I will see how technical knowledge is having. Because see, what is AI tool? If I ask 10 standard student to provide me the output of AI tool, he will do. If I will provide you the if I will provide him the question, then he will just type the question in AI tool and he will get the answer. He will come back to me, see, I got this answer. So to use the AI tool, I can say the technical knowledge is very important. So that's why it's not much the answer to answer this question. It's not it don't have any weightage at all as of today in industry.
We have last question here, sir.
Yeah.
How are the regulators like MHRA, USFDA, or EMA currently viewing AI generated or AI assisted submissions? Is there a formal guidance yet, or is this still a gray area?
See, now what I can say, if see now if uh, I am doing any work in AI, so I am not authorized to provide the reference of AI to MHRA, or even MHRA is not authorized to, or any agency is not authorized to uh, give the reference of AI output for any comments, right? So as I said, AI. So you should first you understand the AI. So what I said, if any regulatory agency is putting in our dossier in AI, and they are getting the output, but they are manually validating the comments. They will go to document, they will review, and they will provide us. So as of now, there is no guidance is published that they are reviewing with AI, or we are using the AI in our response or any document preparation. It's not publicly authorized at all. We are taking the help of tool. See, this is not a tool to introduce in any regulatory submission. So you cannot say, oh, AI is saying that you can tight the 85% resolution limit, so you have to tight. This is not that case. You have to validate it, and based on you can modify the AI generated responses, AI generated documents. So it's just a help, taking the help to trigger the point, not the complete evaluation. So this is one case. There are no AI generated means AI generated submission. It's not the you cannot imagine that it's AI generated submission. You cannot claim that you are helping AI tool to to author your submission. That's it.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah,
Thank you very much for your expert talk on topic
yeah,
artificial intelligence and digital transformation in regulatory affairs. It was very informative session. Now I kindly request you to accept this virtual certificate as a token of appreciation.
sure, sure. Thank you so much. Thank you. If you need any
Thank you, sir. Thank you very
help,
much.
I'm available. Yeah, yeah. Thank you.
Participants can leave the session and join next session at 12:30.